Okay, looks like might be getting somewhere. I'm being awash with bloody technical issues lately. But I wasn't in a trade then. I don't know about rebooting the dog. Booting the dog might do. It'll wake her up, that's for sure. I don't know about reboot. Right, okay. Hey, Super Chip. Well, just my whole system just crashed. A bit like my bank balance at the minute, but or my broker balance. But yeah, I'm having a torrid time in May. Just can't get in a run of green. A green day yesterday. 3 out of 5 days red last week. Just can't get a break at the minute. But that's where it goes. It's cyclical. I just need to break out of it. That's the thing. Once we break the pattern and get back to having green days, consistent green days, that's what's going to happen. Right. Damn, it's loaded up my old. That's not good. What else did I have up there moving? SoFi is looking nice. Interesting. I agree. What did that do? Yeah, well, the wider market is just selling. So if you look at the wider market, that's what's happening. So this is the S&P 500. It's now down. Well, let's have a look at your man's AMD price. Well, AMD's gone against. Oh, that's just typical, isn't it? So you went short on AMD, and AMD is the one that's rallying up. So the Nasdaq's down, the S&P's down, the Russell's down but sideways. But I can't believe AMD That's just typical. That's just typical. Absolutely, absolutely. But there you go. It's one of those things. So agri, where are we? That was the one I was watching. What did we get? We got this opening range high we're struggling to get above, which is 310. 307, 308, 309. So we're just getting this channel, ascending channel, struggling to get out of it. That's what we're looking for now. So far, looking nice. Not a huge range yet, but in terms of volatility, oh, that halted up. Moved up, halt. Moved up, halt. Moved down, halt. So 3 halts in a row for DPSI. Be worth watching. You don't look like Zelek Hedge. You don't look like the type that would know too much about the stock market. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you join my stream. So this was a 10-minute halt, clearly. So 9:47 this halted, downwards. Let's see what the volatility is like when it moves back up again. I can't even recall what the catalyst was on this, and I called this out this morning. I think it's good earnings. Top of my head. Yeah, Q1 earnings. I did call this out in the Discord this morning. Upstart. I'll have a look at Upstart for you, Lobbyzoo. Upstart's having a good day. It's gone green. It's trending in contradiction to the market, but similar to AM series right now. So 49.33. It's having a good week actually. So since it gapped down last week, was it earnings last week that the reason Upstart gapped down? I think it was. It's making a nice recovery. So look at it on the daily. It was kind of trending in line with the markets, but it gapped down huge last week. And since then, it had a continuation the following day, but since then, it's been very strong. So it looks like it's trying to make a recovery. We've got this window of opportunity right now, which is good. So you've got a $20 window there, which means limited or no resistance. So Upstart's looking good for, the next couple of days. I would expect it to continue to moving up. Got this vacuum of price action, and nature abhors a vacuum, so it tends to fill that space. So yeah, Upstart's looking good. Super chip, you and your Mullen Motors. So Mullen 112. Very low, very small range, tight range. There's no intraday trades. I don't know what you're expecting from Mullen Motors. Every day you ask me about Mullen Motors, and I give you the same answer. It's I don't know what you're expecting from it. It's got a range over the last week of about 30 cents. So and Silu lacks volume. Moving in the right direction, but there's no volume. There's not enough volume. It's only traded 200,000 shares already today. You know, it's very low volume. It's up 10%, but you need the volume. So if you're looking at intraday, Silu not so much. If you're looking at on a daily basis, had that huge sell-off here, which is a bit scary. I'd have to look into the backstory about that, whether it was earnings or not. But it's trading sideways since March, really. Kind of moved up earlier in the year and then had a nice move up to 12s and then lost half of its gains, lost half its value last week. So that's Silu. Silu Green would be singing at us. Box not sold off. This range that we're trading in, interesting. Disappointing, but if it breaks this range, it might break depending which way it goes. It's an upwards channel. It may break upwards, or be akin to thinking it probably will break upwards. Upstart's looking interesting. Lobizu. Missed the opportunity for an entry there at 49.50. Upstart, yeah, I think Upstart could continue for a while. You swinging this, you probably could get 10, 20 cents on it, maybe. Target for $70 over the next couple of days. I not want to be so ambitious, but maybe put a $3 or $4 stop and target $10 or $15. Go for a 3-to-1. That's probably going to take a couple of days to get there, but if you get $15 on Upstart, it could be a good swing. I'm not done with you. I agree. Still trading within this range. A narrowing channel. This is because it's moving upwards, it probably will actually break down now, this. Let's see what we can get out of this. Now that we've got the madness of the opening session out of the way. So I agree, below $3 again. And if it breaks the bottom of this channel, I think it's done for the day. In fact, well, don't know what happened with my machine earlier. Between broadband and machine, black screen of death. Not having much luck with with the technical aspects this month either. Well, we've got more people in the chat now than before the stream crashed. So let's see. Shortable today. Yep. Don't know why VERU wasn't shortable yesterday. If I look for a break of highs there, high of day, entered at the absolute high of day. Continuation. Oh, there's inflation everywhere, Jack. That's the problem. Someone was asking me a couple of days ago, within my social circle, how does inflation actually work? Never quite understood it. And I'm like, well, it's all, confusing. I think the best analogy for inflation is the Big Mac index. How many hours does the average person in any given area have to, in any given country, how many hours do they have to work to afford a Big Mac? So if you look at what the average pay is, and then you equate that with how much was a Big Mac back in the day, and how many hours did people have to work to afford a Big Mac back in the day? Find that you might be earning more now, but you work longer for your Big Mac. I remember Big Macs when they were 99p in the UK. I don't know, Agri's trying to make a move upwards now. At 310s. not quite broke out of this channel yet. Tried, had a wick out of there, but not quite. Not a huge range here, being honest. Probably not the greatest trade to get into. We're just going to get out of it for a scratch. Let's get out. Too much break even. But that's the sign of recession, you know. Absolutely, that's the whole point. I used to go, showing my age, but I used to go out on a fiver, £5 sterling, and that would pay for my drinks and my entry. Actually, I didn't pay for the entry. I did go down to the club before 10 o'clock, so I get in free. Pay for my drinks. It was like drinks were less than a quid pint. Oh. Well, it's ranging sideways at the minute, super chip, but you might get that bounce on the VWAP. Sure. Well, Agri finally did break the channel and broke it downwards as expected. BGXX, what's that one? No volume, but it's moved the most. Intex Health. Nope. Right, VERU, I'm going to get my money back with you, but I'm going to short the hell out of you. You're looking very weak. Wait for the first pull up. We're 45 minutes in, 40 minutes in. Not a lot moving. Certainly not with Upstart is probably the best one at the minute. It's a little bit more pricey if you got a larger account. Upstart is probably looking the strongest in terms of both volume and volatility at the same time. Currently up 11%. Did DPSI ever do anything after resumption? Yes, it did. That went without me. Oh. Be careful on this. There's a wide spreads, 10-cent spread. That's why it went without me. You want to buy it up here at the highs, but give it a go. False halt. The false halt. Oh, got an actual halt. Scalp it. It's halted. I'm in for I'm in with right now DPSI. Halted 4 times now already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Not sure why it's so volatile. I mean, it's got a catalyst. It's got earnings, but I didn't expect it to be so volatile this morning when I called it out on the Discord. Yeah, it's it beat Q1 estimates. It's up 83% on the day. Was finished yesterday for 70s, I think it was. At 477 it finished yesterday. So it's 14, so we're looking at 19. We've got 3 minutes. Yeah. How's Twitter doing? Let's have a look. I'm not sure that will actually that acquisition will take place, if I'm being completely honest. I had a bit of a pump this morning, first at the bell, and then it's just sideways. Oh, currently 37.60s. Not a huge range on Twitter today. So will that actually go through? That's the question. I'm not sure it will. It might do, but we'll see. Is anybody getting any level 2 data here on DPSI? I'm not seeing any resumption price on my level 2. Are you not seeing any None either, Alistair. No level 2 data. You usually get with the total view, you usually get an idea of what orders are. At least you can see the orders that are in the bid and the ask. Have just cleared. It looks like they've just cleared the whole order desk. They'll just wait for a resumption. That's a little bit disconcerting. 6,000 shares. Let's see. Did move up. How much did it gap up here? So it 670 gapped up on this one, over 30 cents. And it was level. It gapped down. $0.50. Won't do that to me. How can you? What's the point of having a fucking stop if you're just going to blow right past it? That has just really pissed me off now. Let's stop at 9.12 then. That's bullshit. 8.25 it filled me on that last on that stop. That is utter bullshit. Now you're behaving. Now I've got to stop at 9.30. It better not blow past it. What did I get stopped at there? 9.16. This is just ridiculous. Half of them at 9.30 and half of them at 9.16. Ah, you're shocking. I got some profit out of it at least. Another entry. I'm going to scalp this in future. It moves up. And back a little bit. This is extremely volatile. It could make a good move, this. '28's the halt level. A little bit off there, bit of profit. Pulling back down again. Always enter again if it starts to move up. This is extremely volatile. Don't mind that. Position. Got big spreads on this as well, so if you're thinking of trading this, be careful. It's had big spreads. Right, this rangy spreads anywhere up to kind of 15 cents at the minute. Potentially going parabolic. Don't want to see that. There we go. That took a while to get filled. DPSI, extremely volatile one today. Shut up, nobody's asked you. This is hard work. Got to concentrate on that one. I'm on DPSI, so it's decision point. Just made seven grand on this one, which has basically got us back green on the day. So just pulling back a little bit here, but we're looking for another entry. Huge range, huge volatility. We love stocks like this. Hey, Jackson. So the high of day right now on this is 1205. Huge range makes, and the volatility, the spreads are rangy as well. So that's what's making it quite difficult to trade. But we're up already 140% on the day. Oh, this stock is up 145% on the day already. Nice little pullback here. We're looking for the break of 12 as we move back up. Problem is here with the way I've got my hotkeys set up, could get blown straight past with the limit orders I press. Connected at 12, coiling at 12. Sell. Move up. 1250 would be nice. Like that wick. $0.20 spreads, not favourable for the risk and reward. It's not good for the palpitations and heart attacks. Back up to 6-cent spreads. We're in at 98. We're gone big style. For the coil up to 1250. Beyond. So we're trying and tap that $12 again, maybe. This is a very risky stock to trade with, what with the spreads and the volatility and everything else. Be careful, guys. I'm already $5 down on this trade. Almost 10. Not even getting out. So that's put me right in the hole. It missed my order to get out. So halt down. Very volatile. Trading DPSI. We were just out. Now we're looking for some more, looking for another entry on the way back up. What's the name of the P&L stock tracking site? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, you see what happened there? You started selling, didn't get filled, and had to press my panic button before it gaps down. Now this is likely to gap down even further. So sometimes if you're setting limit orders, if you're trying to get out with limit orders, and it's a stock like this with a rangy spread and fast moving, and it'll just blow past your limit order, which is what happened there. It started to fill and then went, and I didn't get filled for the rest. So the rest I got out there with a set a market order, basically pressed the panic button. Yeah, that's strange. I mean, some stocks are moving outside of the market. So I'll wait for this volatility see if we move back to the upside, because it's this kind of stock can really make your day. It can really make your week. Are you using Dash Trader? Super Chip? If you're using Dash Trader, then the panic button is just shift and escape. And it cancels all pending orders and exits your position, exits all positions at the best available rate. Of course, it won't work if you're actually caught in a halt, which is what I was worried about there. I could see the halt level approaching. Yeah, it's scary volatility, but that's part of part of what makes it exciting is that it could move up 50, 60, 70 cents in like flick of an eye, or you could drop 50, 60, 70 cents as it did in the flick of an eye, and this dropped a whole dollar, well, $1.50 in less than 3 minutes. So, but it also moved up the same amount in the same time. I'm not even going to well, I've got an IBK account. Well, I've got several IBK accounts, interactive. And I use Dash Trader with interactive. Now, there's a number of interactive will allow you to trade with multiple. I mean, they'll push their interactive workstation, trader workstation, but they'll allow you to trade with multiple. They'll allow you to trade with multiple platforms. Interactive. That's one of the things I like about interactive is that they're a relatively open broker. They will trade with multiple platforms, which is good. Right. Okay. Luna. Let me just have a look at my, because I bought Luna just as a speculative punt last. Let me reopen Trading View. Where's Luna right now? So 1.8 hundredths of a cent right now. So it's been flat. It's flat. It's been flat since what, the last week. It's been pretty flat. Had a little pop up there on the 11th. It's been pretty flat for the last week. Since the 11th, we're at 18th, yeah. So for the last 7 days, it's been flat. It's not moving either way. Not moving one way or the other. It's pretty much 20th of a 2 100ths of a cent. Is it worth the buy? Do you want to gamble? Are you a gambling person? Would I advise you to buy it? Probably not. I don't think it's. I mean, basically, I was going to buy a pizza, and instead of buying a pizza, I bought how many thousands of Luna instead. I just thought, what harm could it do? I either spend the money on a pizza and get fat, or spend the money on Luna and it's gone either way. With an outside chance that it can come back to some reasonable level. the likelihood of it coming back to some reasonable level is the same length of is the same kind of probability of you winning on a scratch card down the news agents. So if you've got 20, 25 bucks free, by all means buy some Luna. Or nip down to your local news agents and buy a scratch card. Similar kind of probabilities, I would say. Well, if you're going to buy 300 worth, as long as you're prepared to lose it, you know, you could buy 300 scratch cards for that. You probably get more back. Actually, I don't think it's going to go much further down. So the question is now the floor? It probably is. So the question is, where can it go from here? Is it going to go up, or is it just going to fade into insignificance? The likelihood is probably just going to fade into insignificance. People will get an offer of a 1-to-1 to trade onto some other token on a different or whatever. I don't know. But the likelihood of you getting your Luna back, getting your money back from Luna is very small. Well, exactly. That's the point I'm making. I mean, your chances of winning on the scratch card are very, very small, especially in Ireland. You can, but you're not going to get what you expect. You probably the best thing you get with these scratch cards is another scratch card, and or you get £3 so you can buy another scratch card or whatever it is. But Luna, I can't see any way Luna's coming back. Do Kwon was talking about launching a different protocol, porting people across the whole Terra 2.0 thing. Nah, it's not. He's lost all credibility as well. He tried to outsmart the market, and the market outsmarted him. That's essentially what happened. When you think when you think you're too big to be manipulated, that's when someone with bigger pockets than you have comes along and puts a short on you, and you fall into insignificance. Do Kwon will be putting out all kinds of publicity to try and rebuild his own credibility, but guess what? The likelihood of him actually getting back is slim to nothing. What are we on now? 48 and 38. Anytime now. We could resume down, which we probably will. Still not seeing. I don't know why I'm not seeing any level 2 data on this stock when it's paused. It's halted. So we've got 5 seconds. Without me. Volatility on this is huge. Going straight past it again. But at least it stopped me. Oh, that was a dog snoring. Yes, absolutely, Kieran. Oh, this is very volatile. Don't mind the volatility. We actually like the volatility. It's where we make the money at. For another entry. Finish pulling back. We're just waiting for an entry here. Pull back, right, another move up. This is over 150% up on the day, which is a phenomenal move considering the state that the market's in. All right, I'll take you for a walk in a minute. Give me it's 4 o'clock. Sleep. I need a break anyway. Tell you what, I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to have a bathroom break, and then I'm going to take the dog for a walk, and I'll continue trading later. So in the meantime, guys, I'll be back at it tomorrow, and I will power hour tonight, maybe. See you then. All the best.